Hello friends, my name is Emile and welcome back to some more Forza Motorsport 2. Today we're continuing on with our Let's Play. This is episode 10 and in today's episode we are going to be heading into some more Amateur Cup races with the boosted Shootout, which is for turbocharged and supercharged cars. Turn up the boost in this forced induction only event. The first prize is a Dolux Supra, and I think for this event I'm going to get out the car that I won a couple of episodes ago. I'm going to get out the Toyota Border MR2 Turbo T-Bar because I haven't really got enough money for another turbocharged car. And we may as well use this. I mean, it's pretty cool, I guess. A bit ricey, but there you go. Anyways, the races for today will be at Sebring International, the Super Short, and the Maple Valley Reverse Short course. So let's get straight into it. Yo, fam. How you doing, fam? The big Wang gang. Indeed, it is time for the big wang of the gangs. The gang is wang. The wang is gang. Anyways. Let's go ahead and do this. I'm not saying that, I don't find it funny. Anyways, in this event, there's a Astra VXR. Again, probably blow the head gasket. There's the Neon from the last race. Audi S4. I think there's a Ford Focus ST back there. That's a pretty cool car. I didn't actually... Oh yeah, I did look at Ford. I don't think there's any Focuses of that generation actually available for me. Time for dad. Anyways, this is thankfully only a 2-lap race, and the MR2 is a hell of a lot quicker than that Civic we had out last time. I believe I could have... Yeah, I could have actually used this MR2 in the last episode. I decided not to, just because I would prefer to sort of avoid, like... I could just use the prize cars, and to be honest with you, for most part, the prize cars are actually a very, very good thing to use, because it does save you money. However, basically every single other LP of Forza 2, the MR2 has an almighty wing. I mean, it's not a bad wing, it's definitely a big wang. I don't know if it's quite the almighty wing. Believe me, we'll get into some more almighty wings later on. There are some cars that have some amazing wings in this game. But yeah, anyways, like, just using the prize cars feels like I don't want this LP to basically turn into everyone else's LP. Sure, at the start of the game, like now, you know, it really does make sense to use the prize cards. You've got to take advantage of being able to save money, otherwise you'll have no money for, you know, upgrades and getting even more cars later on. But I kind of like to just buy the cars at the moment. And yeah, hopefully we do well out of it. So for example, I haven't really used too many of the prize cars recently. I mean, it's like for the hot hatch runoff, you'd expect everyone to use the Delta. I've decided not to use the Delta. Admittedly, the next few episodes I'm probably going to use some prize cars just so I can save some money on various bits and bobs, so I can then inject that back into getting more cars later on. But yeah, we'll have to see. It needs more rice. I don't think you can rice this MR2 anymore. I'm fairly certain the only thing you can do to it would maybe be put the Forza Aero on it, and I don't even know if you can do that. Because I'm assuming you probably should be able to tune the downforce on that rear wing. It looks sizable enough to the point where you can probably tune the downforce on that one. Anyways, while it may need more rice in your opinion, it certainly is pretty decent at winning this race. Not a bad handling vehicle. A little bit slidey through some corners, but then again, what do you expect? Because, I mean, this thing does have quite a bit of power. Yeah, 210 horsepower. It's mid-engined car, so yeah, I mean, it has got a decent amount of power, certainly. Anyways, we win 3,360 credits for that race, and we don't level anything up just yet. Everything needs rice. A Ferrari 250 GTO doesn't need rice, otherwise you'll lose all of your resale value. Anyway, next race heads to Super Short. Just like in the last episode, it's another 4-lap sprint around Tsuba. So hopefully that should go pretty well. Judging by the performance of the MR2 so far, it is a damn good car, this. It is a really good car, actually. So let's get into this. We start on pole position once again. Apparently that Audi RS4 is actually a lower PI than the Neon, which is kind of interesting because I'm fairly certain the S4 of this time actually came with a decent amount of power. He must be pushing at least 300 horsepower in that S4. I don't know. We'll get into some more Audis later on because of course there are a couple of manufacturer events and all the rest of it. I do like the way Forza 2 lays out its events. Like, I don't know. With sort of after Forza 3, or after this game, they really changed around the formula. You know, basically everything was unlocked. Do some skits for the kids. I would prefer not to. I mean, I could do a slight amount of drifting with this car. It'll probably be by accident, though. Just like that, which is, there you go. That's about as much drifting as you're ever going to get out of me. Anyways. I will say, like, I forgot what I was going to say, actually. That's not particularly wise. I literally, my mind has gone blank. Yeah, there is some, they changed the format of Forza after this, you know, they got rid of the whole, you know, unlocking cars thing, and I kind of like the idea of having the prize car system. I think both the Forza 2 system and the system they've been using, drifting, anyway, we haven't got an E30, I don't even think an E30 is in this game, actually. In fact, I think the only model M3 in this game is the E36. I'm fairly certain. I mean, actually, the E46 could be in here as well. I'm not sure. But yeah, like, both systems work. I like the way the Forza 1 and 2 system work. I do have to admit, the whole region thing where even if you play through the entire game, if you don't switch through the regions, then you can't unlock all the cars. I think that's a little bit silly. I will show you, you can actually change your airtime. I don't think I can get air onto Super. I think that's physically impossible. But yeah, the one thing that is sort of... yeah, you can actually change your region. You basically spend some dollar and you can change through your region. Now, there's actually a guide on the internet, which I'm probably going to use, where basically this guy says, you know, sort of when to change regions and so on, and I'm probably going to follow his advice. I believe he said change to the Asian region around level 35, and then you change straight back to the American region, and that's sort of how you maximize the cars you unlock, I guess would be the best way to describe that. I don't know if when you change region you actually unlock the cars again. I would be kind of curious to see. Of course, you know, changing region actually does cost money. I believe there's 100,000 credits the first time, 500,000 the next time, and then after that it goes up to like 1.2 million. Here comes the money! Anyways, it goes up like in increments of 1 million, I believe, after that. So yeah, it's kind of expensive to go ahead and try and get all the cars in this game. But nevertheless, I will see what I can do. And hopefully we can get as many cars as possible, because of course there's some achievements relating to unlocking the certain amount of cars. I like achievements, so of course I want to go ahead and get those. Anyways, the MR2 runs another race, 3,360 credits. Again, we didn't level anything up. I believe we'll be leveling the car and indeed ourselves up in the next race, which will be pretty sweet. Anyway, speaking of the next race, let's head into it. It's going to Maple Valley in reverse, so a short course in reverse, which is kind of interesting. I just decided to go with that, but there you go. This will be pretty cool. Also, just to inform you guys on stream, I am going to finish this episode off, and I'm going to quickly go and get myself something to drink, because I'm out of coffee. So, yeah. Anyways, I just noticed the exhausts on this MR2 are also a little bit kooky. I think this MR2 in general is a bit of a weird beast. It's a T-top, though, which is kind of cool. I don't think the MR2 GT in this game is a T-top. I'm fairly certain that's just a standard removable hardtop, I think. I don't know. The MR2 is pretty cool. My favourite generation of MR2 is definitely the MRS. That is my favourite model list, but I do like the SW20. The AW11 is also, it's time for dad. It's dad time again. Anyways. Toyota MR2, and it's got a badge on the back of it that says Turbo. So you know it's a turbocharged car, because I believe actually no, the AW11 was supercharged. Although I'm not sure if that was just only in Japan that it was supercharged, because I've seen some things about America maybe not getting the supercharged one. I'm not sure how that's worked. I've seen a turbocharged AW11 before. Oh god. Okay, so we can't be quite flat out through there, as it turns out. Didn't really destroy the car too badly, so I will carry on with some slight damage. John Cena! Do 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 do. Anyways, in case you're wondering, by the way, no, it's not that I can't keep on topic, it's because, in case you didn't realise, I stream these, so I just usually read out whatever the hell the stream says. So yeah, I haven't got like ADHD or anything. I'm not jumping between subjects constantly. It's just whatever the stream says is what I'm going with. Anyways, I never actually noticed this about the SW20. I think all of them have reverse lights on that sort of rear panel there, which is a little bit strange. I think, actually, in Europe, there's a... Actually, I think... Did I just break some window by... Interesting. I think everywhere else actually has a radiator over that. I'm not sure if it's just somewhat specific to this MR2 where it doesn't have the radiator there, or whether some of them don't. Hello. Ugh. Anyways, I'm not sure if that's just a issue with... I don't know. Anyways, let's try not to drift into the pit wall. That would probably be a bad idea. This hasn't exactly been the cleanest of races, i.e. I've smashed my car to bits. But still, nevertheless, I have won. Now, will the game take any money off me for destroying the car slightly? Yes, it will. Only 1,309. Anyways, we get to level 1 with the MR2, so we get a 10% discount on flywheel upgrade. So, yay! My flywheels won't cost so much, because that's an upgrade which I totally end up using. Anyways, we get 3,000 credits for finishing this, and for winning the overall championship, we get the Dolux Supra, which is a pretty interesting and cool looking thing. Anyways, that is it for today's episode of the Forza Motorsport 2 Let's Play. In the next episode, we are going to be taking a look at the 6-cylinder show-off, so join me for that. Anyways, friends, I want to thank you all very much for watching. My name has been The Real Emile, and until next time, farewell.